I don't know if he has something I'm about to speak tonight, but he's trying to stop me. So, sorry for all the technical difficulties, but happy Wednesday. If you all are new and you don't know me, my name is Crissa. I'm one of the 40K leaders. Tonight, we're going to talk social media audits. And I promise I know my stuff, even if I might not know my Zoom. Okay. Anyways, so I sent the little graphics in the chat. I sent them a little earlier, and then I just sent another one. It was like a self-audit thing. But tonight, I just really want to talk about there's so many ways to learn how to work your social media. We have so many trainings that teach you literally step by step by step. And I'm going to keep tonight really short and sweet because I want you all to be able to come back to this as many times as you want to, as many times as because I know I do this all the time and I'm like, hey, it's time to audit our social media. Like, oh, it's a new month or end of month or whatever. Let's look back at our posts for the week. I know we do this all the time. So I thought a video would be really good on this. So tonight we're going to start with the first page of that graphic. So it looks like this. If you all I'll put it in the team page as well, but it's in the chat, but I didn't want to put it in the team page until we got the video up too. So tonight I want to talk about what are your goals for your social media? Because I promise you, if you think they are to sign promoters and customers, you're wrong. That's not why we're here. We're truly here. And you know, everyone's why may be different. Everyone's, tribe and brand and everything may be a little different. So when I say things tonight, keep in mind that everyone is different. You may cuss, you may talk politics, you may do whatever on your social media. Everybody's going to be different. So anything that I take it with a grain of salt, of course, tonight, besides the technical stuff, and truly run with who you are. So with that said, I say this all the time, but we're not here to just sell some products and sell some type of business. That is not it. And it's just like we tell you all the time, like, we're not here to help you be successful in this business. We're literally here to help you be successful in life, period. And this is a vehicle to get there. Can you not afford your bills and your life's, is it just in shambles? Okay, insert a little bit of energy from our 3 steps, insert a little bit of income from what we have going on over here. And maybe it'll help. What? Can I get some tea? I don't care. Sorry, she's kids. But insert just what we have our hands on as an opportunity, product and business. It's just an opportunity to help someone else level up what they got going on. So how many of you all before this business just literally, I was not a morning person. When I do the detox, y'all, I'd be struggling. It's rough. I'm just going to be honest, like no capsules, no nothing. That's what I live on. And I think that is why I was so successful from the jump, because I swore by these products. I was 4 weeks postpartum with my last child, never sleeping, feeling like crap, never sleeping at night, but sleeping all day, like unlimited naps. Like Kiana, my best friend, she's on the team too. She'll tell you, like, we would get together and hang out and take naps. Like that was our thing. Like, that's not that. I don't know. That's not goals. Okay. So that is what really got me, because the first day that I took it, I was a day 1 thriver, of course, but nap queen for real, like for real. I mean, it was bad. Day 1, I was a day 1 thriver, and I knew right then and there what I had my hands on. Maybe I didn't run with it because, we all have our times. Like, you have your day 1 in your business, but then you have like your day 1 when you go all in. So there's a difference. It's okay that your day 1 wasn't your all in day. It's totally fine. But now can be, because I want you to grab a hold of what we talk about tonight and really run with the fact that you're not here to just sell something. You're truly here to sell yourself and your lifestyle. Not necessarily like, when I say lifestyle, I don't mean like Louis Vuitton and new Mercedes and like all those things. That's not the lifestyle I'm talking about. I'm talking about a mom that plays with her kids because she's not in bed all the time. I'm talking about a mom, like even with Rebecca's story, like being sober, a mom that got her shit together, literally. Like, I'm talking something like you can drastically see a difference in your life from day 1 to today. Like, that's what we're here for, is to truly just help people choose different, see different. People don't know. They don't know what they don't know, obviously. Like, they don't know that there is a product out here that can truly wake you up in 10 minutes. It sounds too good to be true, but we know it's true, right? But how do we get that out there? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. How do we get these things out there without being salesy? Everyone always says they don't want to be salesy, but the thing is, like we say it all the time, is passion's not pushy. When I truly wake up and I feel amazing and I share that, I'm not trying to sell anybody on my capsules. I'm trying to sell somebody on how I feel. That's what I'm selling, how I feel right now. I know I'm about to knock out this whole to-do list. I know that it's 8:14 and I've been going all day and I'm still good. That's what I'm selling, my lifestyle. And like I said, lifestyle can mean, being a mom that's on the floor playing with her kids because she's not exhausted. Being a mom that comes home for, maybe you have a 9-to-5 job, that's fine. But do you come, one of my customers' testimonies really got me one time, and it made me realize, okay, that's why I'm doing it. She messaged me, she was like, look, I felt amazing today. It was her first day. She was like, I felt amazing today. It's not like I've got to go run a marathon. I'm super pumped. She was like, I got off work at 5 o'clock, picked all my kids up, got home, cooked dinner, cleaned, still played with them. And I felt fine. That is what it is for me. That not so normal life that people have no idea about. Because how many of us were coffee drinkers? I could drink like 5 cups of coffee right now and I'd still go to bed tonight. Like, it's just not like, nobody knows that this is a thing unless you're putting it out there. You have to do that. And I feel like that's your due diligence. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but that's literally your job. Putting out there how you feel and how you go from zombie mom to super mom within 10 minutes. Like, and of course, every day doesn't have to be perfect, but this is what you're sharing. This is what you're selling is your lifestyle, how you feel, what you're doing, our culture. It's not about selling our comp plan. It's about selling our culture. That's huge. Okay, I'm sorry, I've rambled a little bit. Anyways, what is your goal for your social media? Again, not selling capsules, but selling that feeling after your capsules kick in 10 minutes. So I'm not going to read word for word this whole thing because you can go and do this. This is something that I just wanted you all to have. But, maybe if you're newer, or maybe you're just like at a restart moment, like you just jump back in the business. I know a lot of you all are new. Our team's been exploding lately, but your social media is going to be focused on I don't want you to wake up every day and think, okay, who can I sign today? Like, of course you want to go into conversations that way. Like, who can I help today? But I want you to focus on growing your social media. I don't think that it's talked about enough or taught enough. You're supposed to grow your social media. You need to get in front of more faces. I'm telling you right now, I can give you a whole list of we don't do this, but I can give you a whole list of scripts to send out, and you can send it to every friend on your Facebook, and you can talk to all of them, all 5,000 of them, a million times. But unless you're adding new people to your network, you're wasting your time. It's just like if Shanice and Rebecca were in my inbox every single day asking the same questions. Okay, I'm not about to chase them. I'm about to go find Kaylin and Tracy and Jamia. I'm about to go find new people. That's our job. That's your main thing that you need to be focused on every day, is growing your network. And I don't mean just adding people. Maybe there's people on your Facebook you've never talked to. Grow with them, talk to them. You have to plant those seeds. And it don't mean again, you don't want to just go out and sell your product to everyone, but you want to be able to show, look, I'm a great mom. I've failed, but I'm a great mom, and I do this, and I bought this on Amazon. All these things are what builds your brand, and you just don't even know it. It's the little things that people see. So like I said, the first thing that you need to focus on is growing your account, following new people, talking to new people. Like I said, you're chasing the same people over and over again, and where's that getting you? Nowhere. You're putting yourself in a lack mindset because you're just focused on, oh, well, these people aren't even ordering. These people don't even want it, because you're not talking to new people. Because I promise you, I don't know how many times I will have one conversation with someone and they will go order before the person that I had 50 conversations with would. It happens all the time. So stop chasing, start adding new people. That is number one. We are focused on growing our networks. So talking to new people, adding new people. So that is pretty much your first goal right now, okay? It's not getting on here and selling to everybody. It's growing with people. See, step 2 is your branding. So who are you? I'm not going to go super in depth with this because we have all kinds of trainings on this. I know I've personally done trainings on this. So who are you? When I go to, again, maybe I don't know Becca from anybody else, but I go to her social media. Okay, I know she's a mom. I know she's doing her best. I know that she's real and raw because look at the reels she makes. I know that she's sober. She talks about that. Like, I know her. I mean, I know her in person, but even if I didn't know her in person, like, I know her from her social media, from what she puts out. So are you even showing people who you are? People know that I am a hot freaking mess. I show up on social media just like this, okay? Might get dressed every now and then, but I talk the way that I talk. Like, if I cuss, then I cuss on my stories. I mean, obviously I don't say all the things that I say, but you know. But if I am crazy, I act like my team will just tell you. We had a retreat and there were some people that I had never met in person, but they'll tell you I'm the same person on social media that I am off. And I want you all to keep that in mind. If you came and sat in a coffee shop with me today, what are we going to talk about? What are you going to tell me about yourself? What is our conversation going to be? That's what needs to be on your social media. Pretend every day, okay, I'm going to this coffee shop to meet new people. What am I sharing? What do I have to talk about? If y'all know me, you know it's kids and sports. I'm about to complain about that all day, every day, and still put them in all the sports. Like, it don't make any sense. But that's what I'm known for. That's my brand. And one example that I always use too is years ago. It's funny because people still tag me in this stuff. Years and years. I'm talking 12 years ago. I was obsessed with Batman. Still to this day, I get tags on Facebook and it's like, oh, Chris, I thought you'd like this. And it can be a Batman chair or something. I'm like, bruh, yep, that's cute. But I mean, it was just people knew who I was because I shared it on social media. They knew I liked Batman. So think about that. People know that I like Starbucks. People know that I'm obsessed with Target. People tag me in all the sports stuff. Like, I put that out there. So who are you? And like I said, we have trainings on this. So, you know, you can talk about your content pillars. You need to sit down and do those trainings if you have not. But are you a mom? Are you a wife? Are you a hot mess mom? Like, you don't even have to call me a mom. I'm a hot mess mom, like, at all times. Are you obsessed with water? Like, I don't know. You need to sit down. Yes, exactly. You probably need to sit down and figure out your content pillars before you even do a social media audit, because you're going to look at your social media and think, oh, well, it looks fine. Yeah, because you don't know who you are. So you have to dig deep and figure those things out, or you're going to be wasting your time. Let's see. I ramble a lot, so I'm sorry. That's why I made you all the chart. So you all can look at it and be like, she didn't even touch on that, but okay, this makes sense. Let's see. Another big thing, and this is totally up to you. I'm going to put that out there. It is really, really, really important for your Instagram to match your other social media somewhat. Like, my name is Crissa Smith on both platforms. You don't have to do that. Like, I know Brittany has a she has hers, but like, she has Purposely Driven too, but she's also known for that. Like, it's on her Facebook too. So keep that in mind. If you do brand yourself with, you know, a logo or a saying or whatever, make sure it's consistent. Because if I find Beck on Facebook and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love her, I wonder if she's on Instagram, and I'm looking up her name on Instagram and I can't find her. Like, make sure that you're findable. Make sure people can search you and you'll come up. The same thing with TikTok. If you can go and edit your name because it's like user 54321, go change it to your name. Go put some branding things on there. That way, like a Sherry, I know she makes stuff all the time. So if I'm like, okay, well, I really like her reels, I wonder if she's on TikTok. Let me see but then I look her up and I can't find her. So think about those things. You need to be searchable on everything. People want more. Let's see. So using the same name handle, I'm gonna hit on technical stuff real quick. Your bio. I change mine all the time because it just, I don't know, it seems to work better for me. You don't have to. I know Brittany changes hers some, but making sure your bio is very, very you, I guess. But then also put in like a call to action, like, I help moms go from mom bee to super mom. And it doesn't have to be salesy either. So if that was salesy, then I'm sorry. But like, you need to put out there what you do too. I know at one point mom was like, ambitious vibes only, or I don't know what it said, empowerment vibes only. I don't know. And another thing that I wanted to show you all, if you look at my social media now, I did this purposely. I've been working on my social media all week specifically for this, like from the moment we planned this, because either tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to plug in everything that I changed. So if you go to my Instagram, you can screenshot it or whatever, but look at the way it is, because I've been a slacker, and I'll be honest, versus when I go and self audit myself, because I have not in a minute. And then when I go back, I'll do it before and after too, and I'll post it in the chat, but I want you to see the difference between, you know, either you can just say my page is like, I don't know what I'm doing because I've been slacking so much. Compared to when I know my shit and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's one thing that I was going to tell you all. I purposely didn't I haven't updated anything because I want to take you all on the journey with me. I was going to post tips in the chat and stuff like that we could go over it together. Let's see. Does your bio explain your brand? Blah, blah, blah. So like I said, those things you all can go through yourself. So step 4 is your tribe and your followers. Again, we are growing networks and we're not adding everybody and their mama. We don't want everyone on our pages. I don't add guys. I have like no guys. If guys follow me, I just end up blocking them or removing them. That's just not my market. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have any guys on mine. So that is not my type of follower. That is not who I'm engaging with. I try to be very, very specific. I don't go for like, not that there's anything wrong with going out, but like if somebody like partying and twerking in all their videos, like we can do that behind the scene, but that's not what I'm putting on my social media. Like that's not the type of people I engage with and follow either. Because my kids would kill me if I put something up like that. Like my boys would be like, no. So think about that when you're following people. Are they always negative? Is that the type of people that you want in your life? No. Do you maybe want a community of other mothers? So maybe add them instead of 18-year-olds. I don't know. Maybe you're 18. So I'm sorry if I said that, but think about your network, who you are and who you want to engage with. That's who you need to have on your social media. You need to be very, very intentional with those things. Like if you look, which makes no sense, most of my tribe is very diverse. So I don't know if I'm just like, I don't know what happened there, but like my tribe is my people. And I will say like I've done very, very well with the people on my team because that's my people. Like when we get together, we can relate, we can like, I don't know how to explain it. Like that's just my I was very intentional about most of the people that are on my team, and you can tell like we're very, very similar. So I wanted to put that out there. Let's see. I wasn't going to go too much into tribe either, because that's, again, you have to figure yours out, and there's plenty of trainings on that. Hashtags. We have not done a hashtag training in a long time. We probably need to update that, but it's probably pretty much the same. I mean, the gist is using hashtags. I know things have changed a lot to where, you know, you don't want to use 30 now, and don't need to be random, like hashtag love, hashtag yellow, hashtag, like that's not what we're doing anymore. That doesn't work. But it's not about the likes anymore. That's what we used to do, was hashtag like, hashtag follow, stuff like that, to where you got more followers and likers, but that wasn't intentional. Like that was just anybody that was following and liking. So that's really, really huge to know, like things have changed and you have to constantly evolve with them. Hashtagging your area and brand. Yes. So I've always done like a hashtag Crissa Smith, hashtag, like I've always had a bunch, but really putting that out there. And then like locations, you can do, like I said, well, I think we need to do another hashtag training. We need to do that. Let's just plan that back. But using, I think the amount now is like 10 to 15 at the most. Like you don't want to bombard it with like 30 hashtags anymore, but it's like 10 to 15 very intentional, like sports mom, basket, and narrowing them down. So that's really, really huge. But again, you can't oh, I didn't even see Jimmy's. I didn't even know that. So I need to go back and watch that. Good to know. But very, very intentional with your people and who you are. Like all of this goes together. So like I said, you need to go to do your content pillars, then go through these steps, your bio, your name, your whatever, because you can't even figure out your hashtags if you don't even know what you're about and what you're putting out there. Like it all goes hand in hand in hand. Like I know we talk about the core 4, our actions that we're supposed to do every day, right? We have a core 4 training. If you're talking to people and adding new people, but you're never posting, you're wasting your time. If you're posting and talking to people, but you're never adding new people, waste of time. Like you have to do all of these things hand in hand and go from there. So that was one thing that I wanted to talk about. And then let's see, 8:29. I know I haven't been on here, but like 20 minutes because of the issues, but okay. So this self-audit page that I posted in the chat, this is what you need to sit down and do. This is what you need to sit down and figure out. And again, we have other trainings on this, but I wanted you all to have like an outline. So sit down and think about all these things. Is your username consistent across all social media platforms? If I go search you, am I going to find you on everything? Your avatar, your profile picture, is it you? Or is it like your dog? Or I don't know, like mine's been my family and stuff before. And I'll say like, I've done these things and I have better luck when it's me. And it needs to be like a bright, clear picture, you know, or real put together. I mean, you can be a hot mess mom on there, but you still need to be presentable when it comes to like your overall. So it needs to be a very nice picture for your profile picture. Does your bio explain who you are, your brand, and what you have to offer? Okay, again, what are we offering here? Do you know? That is what you got to figure out. And again, I said, you know, we're offering these products, but maybe your thing isn't the energy. Maybe it was weight loss. Maybe it was hair growth. Like that is what you're offering. You cannot do that. You cannot offer, I don't want to say it this way, but like you can't blow up weight loss stuff and then not have a weight loss testimony, if that makes sense. I'm not saying you can't, but you can. Like you can't run with a brand that isn't you. You can't be a social media coach if you've never learned social media in your life. Does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining that okay. But you need to figure out your story. So what relates to me, like I can't post about being sober. That's just not my brand. I mean, that's not my brand. That's what Beck is. That's what Brittany's talked about. Like you have to figure out who you are and what you could run with. Is there a call to action in your bio? Is your contact info clear? How do they get in contact with you? Do they message you? Do they reply to your stories? Because the thing is, some people might think it's awkward. They might be like, oh, I don't want to slide in her inbox. But if you put a post that says message me, or you put on your stories constantly, you know, swipe up and message me or send me this, that gives them an easier way, like to feel less awkward to get in your inbox. Okay. So that's really, really huge. Let's see, content. Is your content consistent across all social media platforms? Are you showing up as, let me think, are you running your Instagram like an OnlyFans page and you're like working 24/7, but on Facebook you're a church girl? That's not consistent. But I've seen it. That's why I'm saying it. I've seen it. I'm like, whoa, that is not who you are. So that's confusing to people. So make sure you're being consistent. I've seen it. I'm seeing it. I'm saying, but make sure you're consistent on all platforms. So when somebody sees my Facebook, Instagram, I feel like Facebook is very more more personal. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like if you're Facebook friends, we grew up together and like, I don't know, Instagram is not as personable, but I'm consistent on both. You get what you get on both. If I was not talking about you, do not do that, Candy. Is your content branded? Don't overcomplicate this. I don't want you to go pick out 5 branding colors and fonts and spend 6 hours on something and then not even be consistent on posting. Okay. Your brand is just who you are. Figure out who you are and what you want to share. That's your brand. I mean, you can come up with colors and all that, but again, don't waste 6 hours when we got this promo going on, worried about your branding colors and fonts. Okay. Do you have a theme? So theme is the same thing. Are you sharing mom life? Are you sharing the energy that you have? Are you sharing, like, a theme can be anything. It doesn't mean like I have pink all over my page. And then I will say, like, sorry, I keep getting a dang Amber Alert. I've had it like 6 times today. If you're near Memphis, I'm sure you've got it too. But I lost my train of thought. Y'all know I'm ADD. Do you have a theme? Okay, so your theme, Brittany's presets have always been bomb, okay? But this new one that she's vibing with, this darker mood, plus she's got it going on in her stories too. I'm like, okay, bruh, let me sit down and get mine together. But that is her theme. It's the darker tones. It's the what is it called? Monotone or mono? I don't know. but she's vibing with it. Her page looks amazing. Her stories are matching. She's very, very on theme for who she is and her brand. Okay. Doesn't mean everybody goes out and gets dark resets. Maybe that's not you, so don't do that. Does your Instagram have an attractive and inviting feed? Okay, don't get on there with resting bitch face all day. You have to be very friendly and attractive, and like you want to be approachable. You want people to be able to reach out. Like, you know, you can put on there like, does anyone need anything? Do you need prayer requests? Do you, like, very, very encouraging. That's how you're going to attract people. People don't want to follow someone that's negative and very put off and very just not approachable. So think about that when you're looking at your page. Does it look like you're nice? Are you using the right hashtags for your images and your tribe and your industry? So think about those things. We talked about hashtags, but like I said, until you figure out your brand, your content pillars, you can't go into hashtags. Are your images of high quality and relevant? Are you just throwing up 50 Pinterest quotes a day and no pictures of yourself, or every picture on your Facebook and Instagram is selfie? So it's like Pinterest quote, selfie, blurry picture. Like, make sure your stuff looks good. I don't care if you have a preset. I say you need one. We will preach that until we're blue in the face, but at least make sure your page looks good. And I don't mean, I think you should message a friend and say, hey, does my page look good? But make sure it's a friend that's going to be honest with you. Because I start conversations with Brittany and stuff, and Brittany and them all the time. I'm like, be honest. First of all, be honest. Because I want real feedback. I don't want you to toot my horn if it's not looking right. So I don't want you to just look at your page and think, oh yeah, it looks good. But get someone else to look at it and be like, oh, well, why don't you try this? I do that with Kiana all the time. She'll be like, okay, well, what do you think? Okay, we'll try this, or maybe if you don't like it, then try this. Like, think about those things. I'm not saying like get a ton of outside validation, but make sure that you're not just looking at your page thinking this is bomb and it's like super blurry and spammy and everything else. So make sure you get a second opinion. Is there call to actions in your captions? Those are huge. Like I said, I did a reel earlier and it was like just something like message me 3 steps or something like that. I don't know. Engagement. Do you follow accounts that are aligned, relevant, and inspiring? Who are you engaging with? Do you even know, or are you even engaging? So if you start engaging tonight, what are you going to do? Do you know? Are you going to go to mine and Beck's page and start engaging? Nope, we're not your goal, if that makes sense. Of course you can engage with us, but we're not the end goal here. You want to be engaging with other people that are like you or who your brand is. You know, if it's a mom, engage with other moms. Maybe you have twins, engage with other twin moms. You really, really need to be talking to people and engaging and showing love and like showing up as a very empowering human being, I guess, a very nice human being. I don't know. I'm losing words tonight. Are you responsive to comments or messages in a timely fashion? Does it look like everybody just gives you love and then you never respond back? I don't know, like, are you too good for that? So that is one big thing. People will not engage if they see that 5 people commented and told you're pretty and you never even wrote them back. Like, if you can't take 2 seconds and listen, I mean, I know it happens. I've done it before where I go a few days and I'm like, crap, I didn't write nobody back on this post. So I try to check myself, and that's usually in my IPAs too. Like, go back to my old post and engage back. So just, again, making sure that you're approachable. Does it look like people are just commenting and you don't respond to nobody? Do you dedicate time on a regular basis to engage with your followers? So that's huge too. I do this hand in hand. So if I go and I'm like scrolling and I see Becca's page and I'm just like, no, we don't relate. I'm not going to engage with her. I'm going to unfollow her. So that is what I do all the time. I unfollow people. If I feel like I don't have nothing to say to them, go ahead and unfollow them. They don't have to be on there. You don't need to follow them if you don't relate. Do you set aside time to seek out and engage with your target audience on a regular basis? This is the importance of hashtags. If you really narrow down your hashtags that go with you and your brand and everything, you can literally go to one of your posts with the hashtags on it, or search the hashtag or whatever, and go engage with those people. Go follow new people, engage on their pictures, love on their kids, stuff like that. making sure that you're going out and doing those things to grow your network. It's not even just about follow. It's about growing these relationships with people. Are you building a tribe or a community? So I know this kind of goes hand in hand, but I'm going for the community. Of course we have our tribe, but you have to have that sense of community to even get them onto the tribe, right? We can talk Waymaker tribe all day, every day, but if we're not even be approachable and we're not even talking to people, nobody's about to join our tribe. So make sure that you're cultivating this culture of like, whatever your brand is, because mine is like a come as you are. I'll love you where you're at. Like, I don't know, hot mess mom type of culture. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm building that. And like I said, that's how my team is. We have a culture that we've built that's very like open and honest, and again, like come as you are, basically. So all of that, and like I said, there's still a lot of things, like we post this stuff all the time. I know I post it all the time where I'm like, okay, time to reevaluate your feed. Let's look back at last week's post, see how we did, go from there. So auditing is a consistent thing. This is something that you at least need to be doing once a month. A lot of us, I know we do a lot of theme stuff. I know me and Brittany's talked about this before, but like Valentine's Day, you can go put some hearts on your page. You can make it like however you want to do it. Maybe you not rebrand, but like update everything every quarter or something like that, where you go back and you audit and see what's working or see what you're vibing with or what you're not, because things change. We evolve, right? We're constantly evolving and changing. I'm trying to think, does anyone have any questions? And like I said, these graphics are in the chat. Social media changes too. Yes, social media does change very, very often. I mean, it's just like the hashtag thing. So I think that was all that I had. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to also keep this relevant for like new people that come in too. I think that's it. I don't see any questions. Does anybody have any? Yeah, Beck, you can start the recording regardless.